Hi. I just came down a beautiful hike on the mountain, and I wanted to come on here and share with you what I'm discovering as I take new paths and as I discover who I am in connection with nature, so that maybe it can offer you another perspective when it comes to anything you want, any goal you have, any vision you want to reach. Because up until recently in my life, so if we have never met, my name is Claudia-Sam. I'm your soul connection coach, and I support driven, ambitious happiness seekers who feel stuck with where they're at in life and who aren't the happiest they can be, but who deep down know that they're here for a bigger reason, and I support them using my tune-in method. Excuse me. And I didn't record this video at the top of the mountain because it's winter here in Canada and my phone would have frozen. So now I'm at the bottom of the mountain with the sun. There's no wind, so hopefully this video can work. I did this hike a few times in my life, and what happens is that if I have an energy of, I'm getting there, I'm going to the top of the mountain, I'm going to that destination, I'm going to the top, and that's my goal. And all I do is focus on the top, move fast, walk fast, and just keep going, never stop. If I do that, I get to the top, and then it's the accomplishment, but then that's it, then it's done. And I'm like, whoa, I don't want to just get to the top without enjoying the whole thing. What's the point? Like, I'm exhausted when I get to the top. I'm cold because I didn't check my layers and I didn't take layers off and I didn't manage my body heat. So I get there and I'm cold and it's not even fun. So that's one way. And it used to be that way. And now what happens is that on my way to the top of the mountain, I feel this sense of connection with all of my senses, especially the sight and the hearing, because I get to hear, when I stop, I get to, be in my breath. I get to tune into the sound of the birds. I get to tune into the sound of the wind, the little leaves that are a bit dry on the trees that they flicker together. I get to hear the little sound of the stream under a big pack of snow that if I would have just gone right by and hiked my way up the mountain, I would have never even heard, because it's all the way underneath. It's so subtle. What that reminds me of is when we are reaching our goals, whether you want to make more money, whether you want to be happier, whether you want to change relationships, write a book, change careers, whatever it is that you're working on and desiring, what if you were embracing the accomplishment before you reached the accomplishment? What if reaching for that specific goal and vision was not something that you aim for so that once you get there, it's done, and then you don't live it because it's done. You get there, then you just have to keep going in life, so it's not an end thing. What if you get to enjoy who you are becoming while you are becoming that version of yourself? And what that allows me in my life, whenever I have goals, to instead of see it as I'm going to work really hard to get that thing, to make it happen in my life, instead, I go, okay, how can this be really fun? How can I enjoy this? How can I be in my body, listen to what my body wants? How can I take a layer off if I'm getting warm? How can I tune in to drinking water when my body needs to drink water? And what if I can enjoy the view even before I get to the top? Because on this hike, I get views the whole way to the top. So if I'm only enjoying it at the top, I miss all of the different angles. And I took a picture because I thought it was so beautiful that actually lately I've been working on, okay, what is perfection? And when I was looking at nature and all the hills and the depth and the different contrasts, and I mean, it's winter, there's not many colors. It's grays and black and dark brown and white and a little bit of white in the sky, maybe some blue when it's sunny. I could have a thought of, ugh, I hate winter, it's so ugly. Ugh, these colors, they're so drab. Bleh. Or I could also see it as, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful and I'm so lucky and honored to be able to see that and look at that view. So all to say that my thought around perfection was that when I was looking out at nature and all those depths and everything I just described, I thought that is perfection. Not just because of what I'm seeing, but because of what I'm feeling. More and more I'm seeing perfection as an emotion that we get to invoke, as an emotion that we embody. The beingness of what is, the beingness of what is perfection, which turns the mirror towards me. And I'm offering you this opportunity to turn the mirror towards you and go, okay, well, what is, in what ways can you tune into your perfection? In what ways can you tune into your perfection? What does perfection mean to you? While I was hiking up the mountain and realizing all of these beautiful things and being in the moment, being with the hearing, being with the breath, being with my body, listening to where I wanted to go, I was following the M50 sign that says, okay, you're on the right path to the top where you want to go. And I also was able to let my intuition guide. If I saw some steps going a specific way, I could go, oh yeah, it's going in the same direction. I'm going to just try that path. So the phone died. It was getting cold. What I was saying is that as much as I was following the M50 sign to say, okay, you can go that way, I was also tuning into my intuition to feel into whether I was on my right path or if I wasn't, and if I needed to course correct and go a different way. Once I reached the top and had enjoyed the embodiment of accomplishment on my way up, here's something cool that happened. Normally, I think, or after I do that hike, I think, okay, I'm not going to go down that way because it's really steep. At some places, you actually have to use like a cord to hold on and hike up. And this time, so because it's always so steep, my thinking goes to, oh, I don't want to go down the steep route. I'm going to go down the longer way. It's more comfortable and I know how, and it's just going to be less slippery, maybe. It was the comfort place. And as I was embodying the accomplishment, embodying who I really was in connection with nature, being in every moment, being with the breath, being with all these senses that I get to have as a human, I decided to go down the same route, to go back down where it was steep. And actually it was so much fun because in these places that are steep, I sat on my bum and I just slid down and I was like, woohoo! I was like a little kid. So what happened is that by allowing the accomplishment to be embodied on the way up and not just at the end, like an end result, it allowed me to tap into new possibilities, new opportunities, new manifestations, fun energy, and joy. And what I've discovered is that I was in this energy of allowing, and there was no worry, there was no doubt, there's no fear, there's no lack, there's no thinking I needed to be somewhere else, that I needed to do it better, that I needed to go a separate way, that there was none of that. By being me, by tapping into what it meant to be me in that present moment, it opened up this new way of being, of fun, of going a new route. And it allowed me to be creative, to ride to be in my day, to live my day in a much more light and allowing state of mind. Instead of thinking, okay, I'm hiking up the mountain, I'm going to get to the top. And once I get there, now I'm going to change my goal and I'm going to set another vision for myself. No, I'm still in the allowing. I'm still in the same goal and vision to be in connection with nature, to be in connection with me, and to really get to know who I really am. Who are you? Have you ever asked yourself, like, who am I really underneath the identity, underneath the goals, underneath the labels that people have placed on me or that I have placed on myself? And if you want to play with me and really get to nurture and allow that fun energy to support you and to experience, if you want to experience that part of who you are, I would love to have you join us for our Be You and Nobody Else mini dance party and guided meditation. There will be 2 this month, and you really get to choose the date that fits with you. And you will, it's like if we will lift a veil that has been hiding parts of who you really are. We will gain clarity, we'll open the door, we'll peek into, ooh, what can be there? What ways of being have I not been embodying? Who can I embody more love, more trust, more abundance, more self-worth? What has been blocking me? And we'll just allow these to come in without forcing anything and in a fun way too. So if you want to join, just click on any of the links that you see here and join me. It's free. I would really love to have you. If really being you is something that you want to tap into in a fun way and you want to uncover those parts of who you are so that your dreams don't feel like they've expired and it can feel like you're an accomplishment, like you are important and you are good enough all the way through as you live your life, right? Living your dream life. I really believe that I'm living my dream life, and I can create another post on this and share with you what that means for me. You get to discover what that can be like for you. I hope I'll see you there.